Welcome back today. We're diving into one of the most iconic and sought-after coin types in American history, the wheat penny. And not just any wheat pennies, we're talking about the top 8 most valuable wheat pennies that are rocking the coin market today with big value in dollars. Let's get started. First up, the 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark in a stunning red color shade. If you're into rare coins, this one is a must-know. We'll also explore its market value today and why it's considered a rare gem. The Wheat Penny series, minted from 1909 to 1958, holds a special place in American numismatic history. These 1-cent coins, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 ears of wheat on the reverse, are some of the most sought-after coins by collectors today. And while many 1955 wheat pennies are common, one particular variety stands out due to its unique characteristics, the 1955 with a D mint mark in a striking red color shade. Let's break down the key details that make the 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark so special. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark just to the right of Lincoln's bust. But what really makes this penny unique is its color. Typically, wheat pennies are struck in a copper alloy, which gives them a brownish tone over time. However, when a penny retains its red color, it indicates that it is in excellent condition and hasn't been exposed to the elements for long. Red color shade pennies like this one are highly desirable because they are relatively rare. The color comes from a process known as mint red, a deep, bright reddish-brown appearance when the coin is freshly minted and in its most pristine state. Over the years, the copper oxidizes and darkens, but red coins remain an exceptional find. For collectors, a 1955 wheat penny in this color condition is especially valuable. A 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark in red color shade is a sought-after collector's item. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth, and the red shade boosts its value significantly. In today's market, depending on the grade of the coin, you could see prices ranging anywhere from $680,000 for a typical 1955 wheat penny in red condition. In fact, some of the rarest red 1955 wheat pennies with a D mint mark have been sold at auction for over $700,000, showing just how valuable these coins can be to the right buyer. The demand for high-quality Lincoln wheat pennies, particularly those with unique features like a mint mark and red coloration, continues to rise as collectors seek to complete their collections. So how can you tell if you have a rare 1955 wheat penny in your collection? It all comes down to examining the coin's color, luster, and overall condition. If your 1955 penny has a bright red or red-brown hue with sharp details and little to no wear, you may just be holding onto a rare find. For those looking to buy or sell a 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark in red color shade, it's crucial to do your research. Coin dealers and auction houses can be great resources, but always make sure to get an independent professional opinion if you're unsure about a coin's value. Coin collecting is a rewarding hobby, but it's important to make informed decisions to avoid overpaying or underestimating a coin's true worth. The 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark in red color shade is a coin that reflects both history and rarity. With its vibrant appearance and historical significance, it has become a key piece for serious collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer to the hobby, this coin is one that demands attention and respect. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1955 wheat penny with a D mint mark in red color shade. If you've got one of these coins in your collection, it's time to take a closer look, as you might have a small treasure on your hands. Next up, the 1946 wheat penny, especially one without a mint mark. Whether you've inherited one, found one in your pocket change, or are just curious about coin collecting, this coin is definitely one to watch out for in today's market. Stick around, because we're going to dive deep into what makes this wheat penny special, its condition, and how much it could be worth. The 1946 wheat penny was minted by the US Mint as part of the ongoing series of pennies that featured the iconic wheat ears reverse. The obverse, as you can see here, features the well-known portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It's one of the most beloved coin designs in American history. On the reverse, we see the 2 stalks of wheat framing the denomination 1 cent, symbolizing the American agricultural industry. This design remained in circulation from 1909 until 1958, but in 1946, something special was happening in the world of US coinage. Let's take a closer look at why this particular year and type of coin are becoming increasingly valuable. The year 1946 is notable because it marked the post-WWII era. There was a significant economic recovery, and many coins minted that year were put into circulation to support the growing economy. However, despite this massive production, the 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark is starting to stand out as a rare find. In this case, we're specifically focusing on the 1946 without a mint mark, which means it was minted in Philadelphia. While the 1946 penny was minted in massive numbers, some years are more valuable due to lower circulation or higher demand in the collector's market. Now, let's talk about the condition of the coin. The term circulation condition refers to a coin that has been used as currency, meaning it's seen time in people's pockets, wallets, and banks. You'll notice signs of wear and tear scratches, discoloration, and possibly some flattening of the details. These coins are far from perfect, but they still hold value. While coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch a premium price, don't overlook the value of a circulation coin like this 1946. Even in this condition, it can still hold significant worth thanks to factors like rarity, demand, and collector interest. Despite its relatively high mintage, the 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark in circulation condition has begun to catch the eye of collectors, and here's why. In recent years, its value has been steadily increasing. In 2024, you might find a circulation condition 1946 penny worth anywhere from $330,000 depending on its specific wear and rarity in the market. Of course, certain factors can push this value even higher. A penny that has been preserved a bit better than others, with less wear, might bring in $400,000 or more. For those looking for a project, this is a great coin to collect, as you might find one in your local coin shops or even at yard sales for a reasonable price. Now, here's where things get interesting. The 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark may seem common, but in circulation condition, it's actually becoming a bit rare. Over time, fewer and fewer of these coins are available, which is why collectors are starting to notice them. And when a coin is harder to find, its value tends to rise. If you're thinking about getting into coin collecting or looking for a solid investment in rare coins, this penny is a good option. While it may not fetch the astronomical prices of other rare coins, it's a solid, affordable starting point for any collector. Plus, it's easy to find and hold onto, which makes it an appealing choice for beginner collectors. If you're out there searching for a 1946 wheat penny, here are a few tips. First, check your pocket change regularly. These coins are still circulating, and you might just come across one during your daily transactions. If you're at a coin shop or a flea market, keep an eye out for affordable wheat pennies, as they can sometimes be found in bulk collections. To wrap up, the 1946 wheat penny without a mint mark, despite being a part of a huge mintage, is becoming an increasingly valuable coin. Its value in circulation condition may seem significant at first, but with time and careful collection, it could be a hidden gem in your collection. Remember, it's all about rarity, demand, and condition. If you've got a 1946 wheat penny in circulation condition, it could be worth more than just a penny. So keep your eyes peeled, and who knows, you might be holding onto a small piece of history worth big bucks. Next up, the 1956 wheat penny with a D mint mark in very good condition and its market value today. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. Let's start with some background. The 1956 wheat penny is one of the many iconic pennies that collectors keep an eye on. The wheat penny series was minted by the US, mint from 1909 to 1958, and the 1956 version is no exception. These coins were produced with two distinct designs: the familiar Lincoln wheat ear reverse and the obverse featuring President Abraham Lincoln's profile. The 1956 penny, however, is particularly interesting due to its mintage and the rarity of finding one in certain conditions. Now, let's talk about that D mint mark. The D indicates that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint. There's a lot of significance behind mint marks because they tell you where a coin was produced, which can affect its rarity and value. In 1956, The Denver Mint produced over 1.1 billion pennies, but surprisingly, not all of them are in circulation anymore, and that's where the rarity comes into play. Let's take a closer look at the condition of this specific coin. A coin in very good condition has experienced some wear, but the major details are still visible. 1956 wheat penny. That means you can still see Lincoln's profile clearly, and the wheat ears on the reverse, though worn, should still be discernible. However, in very good condition, the coin won't be pristine. It's not a perfect example, but still valuable for collectors because of its age and historical significance. Now, let's get to the good part, the value. How much is this coin worth today? Well, the value of a 1956 wheat penny with a D mint mark in very good condition typically ranges between $200,000. Want to know the real kicker? If you find this coin in an uncirculated or high-grade state, it could be worth significantly more. Coins that are well preserved can fetch anywhere from $470,000 or more, depending on demand in the market. But what makes this coin stand out in the market? Well, as we mentioned earlier, rarity and condition are key factors in determining the value. While the 1956 wheat penny was mass-produced, fewer of them are still in good condition today. The older they get, the harder it is to find them in good shape. Coins from the 50s, especially those with the D mint mark, can have some serious value to dedicated collectors. In addition, as coin collecting grows in popularity, demand increases, which in turn drives prices up. So where can you find one of these? Well, the 1956 wheat penny with the D mint mark isn't as rare as some of the other pennies in the series, but it still can be hard to find one in great condition. Your best bet is to check through rolls of coins from local banks or maybe even visit a coin dealer. You might also find these in collections at estate sales or antique shops. It's always a great idea to inspect any older pennies you come across for wear, the mint mark, and overall condition before tossing them aside. So, there you have it. The 1956 wheat penny with the D mint mark in very good condition holds more value than you might think. While it's not one of the most valuable wheat pennies out there, it still holds a place in the hearts of collectors and continues to appreciate in value, especially as coin collectors seek out older pieces for their collections. Make sure to check your change, and if you find one of these rare pennies, keep it safe. And as always, feel free to share your finds with us in the comments section below. Let us know if you've ever come across a 1956 wheat penny. Next up, the 1957 wheat penny with a D mint mark. This penny isn't just any old piece of pocket change. In fact, it's a coin that holds significant value in the market today. If you're a collector or investor looking to expand your collection, stick around as we explore what makes this coin so valuable and why it could be worth more than you think. Now, let's take a closer look at this coin. The 1957 wheat penny with the D mint mark is part of the iconic wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. The series is known for its distinctive wheat ears on the reverse side, designed by artist Victor David Brenner. The 1957 date is particularly interesting because, by this time, the United States Mint was nearing the end of the wheat penny era. In 1959, the reverse design would be replaced with the Lincoln Memorial, marking a major change in the history of this iconic coin. However, the 1957 wheat penny still holds that timeless appeal, and with the D mint mark, it carries additional significance. So what makes the D mint mark special? The D stands for the Denver Mint, which is one of the 3 facilities that struck these pennies. While most 1957 pennies were minted in Philadelphia and have no mint mark, the ones with the D mark are considered to be rarer, especially in certain conditions. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin valuable? Well, it all depends on the condition of the coin. Coins in circulation often get worn, scratched, and damaged, which reduces their value. However, some wheat pennies, even in circulation condition, can still be worth a lot more than their face value. The 1957 D wheat penny is a prime example of this. In general, coins in circulation condition like this one will show signs of wear, such as faded details and scratches, but they are still collectible. This is where it gets interesting. Even though the 1957 D wheat penny is not the rarest in the series, collectors are still willing to pay a premium for these coins, especially if they are in better than average condition. For those unfamiliar with coin grading, coins are evaluated on a scale from poor to mint state with a few steps in between like good fine and extra fine. The value of a coin greatly depends on its grade. A 1957 D wheat penny in circulated condition might have a grade between good and very fine, which could still bring a premium price due to its rarity compared to other 1957 pennies. Now let's talk numbers. A 1957 D wheat penny in average circulated condition might fetch anywhere $100,000 if your coin is in excellent condition, such as extra fine or even uncirculated. The value can rise dramatically. A 1957 D wheat penny in uncirculated condition could be worth anywhere from $350,000 or more, depending on market demand and individual coin characteristics. And here's a little secret: if you happen to find a 1957 D wheat penny with unusual characteristics like a die error or a unique flaw, it could be worth much more. Some rare varieties and error coins from this era can reach values upwards of $700,000 or even more in exceptional cases. So, it's always worth checking for those rare qualities. Now, how do you identify a valuable 1957 D wheat penny? First, make sure the D mint mark is clear and well defined. This is a key part of its authenticity. Then, examine the details on both sides, look for any unique features or flaws, and check if the coin has been cleaned or altered. Coins with any kind of cleaning, polishing, or damage typically lose value. When you hold a 1957 D wheat penny in your hand, consider the story behind it. These coins were in circulation during a significant period in U.S. history, the 1950s, a time of growth, change, and prosperity. That historical significance, combined with the rarity of coins in good condition, makes this penny a sought-after item for collectors. The 1957 wheat penny with the D mint mark, even in circulation condition, is a coin that holds value for collectors today. While it might make you rich overnight, it's a fantastic example of how condition, rarity, and historical significance can elevate the value of a coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this penny is a great piece to have in your collection. Next up, the 1947 wheat penny with the D mint mark in very good condition. It's a coin that holds significance in the world of numismatics, and trust me, you'll want to stick around to learn why this coin has such a big value in today's market. Let's get into it. Before we look at the coin itself, let's take a quick trip back in time to 1947. The world was recovering from the devastating effects of World War II. In the United States, the economy was booming, and people were transitioning into a post-war lifestyle. The U.S. Mint was hard at work producing coins, including the ever-popular wheat penny, which had been in circulation for nearly 50 years. The 1947 wheat penny, like the other coins in the series, features the famous Lincoln design created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the front of the coin, you'll see a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and his iconic memorial to freedom. Now, let's talk about that important little detail, the D mint mark. This D stands for the Denver Mint, which produced these coins in 1947. The D mint mark signifies that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest and most significant mints in the United States. While the 1947 wheat penny was made in large quantities, coins with the D mint mark hold a unique place in numismatic collections. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. The 1947 wheat penny with the D mint mark in very good condition is considered a collector's item because of its wear and tear over the years. In numismatic grading, a coin in very good condition shows clear signs of use, but it still maintains identifiable features. You can clearly see Lincoln's portrait, although the details are slightly worn. The wheat stalks on the reverse are still visible, and the coin retains enough of its original detail to make it desirable to collectors. A coin like this doesn't need to be in mint or uncirculated condition to be valuable. Even with some wear, it still holds a place in the market. And for a coin like this one, it's all about rarity, demand, and historical significance. So, what's the big deal with this coin's value today? Well, despite the 1947 wheat penny being a relatively common coin when compared to other years in the series, the 1947 D, in very good condition, is becoming more sought after. In today's market, You can expect a coin like this to fetch anywhere from $290,000 depending on the precise details of the coin, such as the level of wear and the overall quality. However, don't be fooled. Higher grade coins, especially those with minimal wear, can command prices much higher. If you've got one of these coins in slightly better condition, it could easily be worth $430,000 or more. And for those rare cases where you find a 1947D wheat penny with minimal wear and great eye appeal, you're looking at a price range closer to $600,000 even in very good condition. These pennies are starting to gain traction with collectors who are eager to complete their wheat penny sets or snag a piece of US coinage history. Rarity and demand for certain coins fluctuate over time, and the 1947 wheat penny with the D mint mark is no exception. While it wasn't initially considered rare when it was first minted, it's increasingly becoming more sought after, especially as people recognize the historical significance of older coins and the diminishing supply of high-quality examples. If you're looking to add this rare coin to your collection, keep an eye on the market, as its value is expected to grow, particularly as more collectors get involved. Coins like these can be found at local coin shops, estate sales, and even in pocket change, though finding one in good enough condition to be worth anything substantial takes a little bit of luck. To sum it up, the 1947 wheat penny with the D mint mark in very good condition is a rare and valuable coin today. With its historical relevance, intriguing design, and increasing demand, this coin is a great example of how coins from the past can still have big value in the modern market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye on these pennies. They're becoming harder to find, and their value is only expected to rise. Next up, the wheat penny 1950 without a mint mark, especially when it's in that beautiful red color shade. You might have one sitting in your collection right now, or you might be wondering if it's worth looking for one. Either way, you're in for a treat. The wheat penny, minted from 1909 to 1958, is a classic symbol of American coinage. It's beloved by collectors for its iconic reverse design featuring two stalks of wheat and the obverse showing the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1950 is particularly significant because it marks the tail end of the series, a time when the penny's design was on its way out. So what makes the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark a rare find? Let's take a closer look. First off, let's talk about the condition. A wheat penny from 1950 that has a red color shade is remarkably rare and highly sought after. But what does that mean exactly? When we talk about a coin having a red color shade, we're referring to the original mint luster that is preserved in the coin, giving it a brilliant, reddish appearance. This condition is a result of proper storage and minimal handling, keeping the copper composition of the coin in pristine, unblemished condition. This red color is not easily found in most coins. Over time, coins are subject to wear and tear, tarnishing, and discoloration. A red wheat penny means it has avoided these issues, making it a truly special specimen. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. The 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark is often overlooked by some collectors, but in red color shade condition, it stands out. It has been growing in value in recent years, and the market value can vary based on its grade, but when we're talking about an uncirculated red version, you could see some significant numbers. In circulated conditions, a 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark typically goes for around $70,000, but once we step into the realm of red color shade coins, particularly in uncirculated condition, the story changes drastically. These can fetch anywhere from $120,000 depending on their specific grade. Some high-end examples, in mint state, have even been known to exceed $500,000. So how do you know if you have one of these red-shaded rarities in your collection? The key is to closely examine the coin's color, luster, and overall appearance. If your 1950 wheat penny still retains its bright red hue with minimal signs of wear or discoloration, it's worth getting it graded by a professional. While the 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark isn't as rare as some of its counterparts from other years, when it's in red color shade, it truly becomes a collector's prize. Whether you find one in your change or are lucky enough to inherit one, this little penny could turn out to be worth much more than just 1 cent. In the world of numismatics, condition and rarity are everything. The 1950 wheat penny without a mint mark is a great example of how a seemingly common coin can surprise collectors when it's in pristine red condition. Next up, we're talking about the 1958 wheat penny with a D mint mark in red, very good condition. And trust me, this is one coin that's capturing a lot of attention in today's market. If you've ever wondered about the value of this penny, you're about to find out. Let's take a moment to appreciate the design. This coin, minted in 1958, is part of the iconic wheat penny series, featuring the reverse design of 2 stalks of wheat, hence the name. On the obverse, you'll find the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design created by the artist Victor David Brenner. The 1958 wheat penny was the last year for this design, which means this coin holds significant historical value as the final year of the series before the Lincoln Memorial design took over. But what makes this 1958 penny so special? First, let's talk about the mint mark. The D on this coin indicates it was minted in Denver. Out of the total mintage of over 800 million 1958 pennies, only a portion of them was struck in Denver. This makes the D mint marked version a bit more interesting for collectors. Coins with the D mint mark are often considered slightly more valuable than those without any mint mark or those marked with the S from San Francisco, especially when they come from the later years of the series. Now, the condition of your 1958 D wheat penny plays a big role in its value. For collectors, red condition is particularly desirable. You might be wondering, what does red really mean when talking about coin grading well? It refers to the coin's original copper color, bright, shiny, and showing little to no signs of tarnishing or discoloration. The grading scale ranges from good to uncirculated, with red being the best possible grade for a copper penny. Now, for a 1958 D wheat penny to be considered red, very good condition, it means the coin has been well preserved. It should have most of its detail intact, with the portrait of Lincoln still clearly visible, and the wheat stalks on the reverse side should still show good definition. In this state, a 1958 D wheat penny is both rare and highly sought after. Many pennies from this era suffer from wear, tarnish, or corrosion, so a coin in this condition is quite exceptional. So, what is the market value of this coin today? In red, very good condition, a 1958 D wheat penny can fetch a premium. While a penny in lower grades might only be worth $300,000, a coin in red, very good condition can be worth anywhere between $490,000, but wait, here's the kicker. If you find one of these pennies in uncirculated condition, or with some exceptional rarity features like a die variety, it can easily fetch $600,000 or even more. Rare and well-preserved 1958 D wheat pennies have appeared in coin auctions, sometimes commanding upwards of $800,000, depending on the rarity and demand at the time. The market for these pennies has seen a steady increase in recent years, especially with more collectors becoming interested in vintage coins from the mid-20th century. Where can you find a 1958 D wheat penny in great condition? Well, it could be in your own pocket change or tucked away in an old jar. Some collectors have even found these pennies in rolls from the bank. If you do have a 1958 D wheat penny, check it over closely for any unusual characteristics or wear. If it's in good shape, you may have a hidden treasure. Ultimately, the 1958 D wheat penny, especially in red, very good condition, is a rare and valuable find for collectors today. It's a piece of history that holds its place in the hearts of coin collectors. Whether you're just starting your collection or are a seasoned numismatist, this penny is a great example of how condition, rarity, and historical significance come together to drive a coin's value. Next up, the 1941 wheat penny specifically, the version without a mint mark in red, very good condition, and why it's such a highly sought-after coin in today's market. If you're a coin collector or just a fan of rare, valuable coins, this is the video for you. Now, if you've been following the world of numismatics, you probably know that the wheat penny is a classic piece of American history. Produced from 1909 to 1958, The wheat penny features a design that many collectors recognize. On one side, you have Abraham Lincoln, and on the other, two stalks of wheat framing the words 1 cent. This iconic design was created by Victor David Brenner, and it remained in circulation for nearly 5 decades. But today we're focusing on the 1941 wheat penny, specifically the version without a mint mark. You see, the mint mark on a coin indicates where it was produced: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. The 1941 penny without a mint mark is special for a few reasons, and it holds a unique place in the market today. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin. This one is in red very good condition, which is key to its value. But what exactly does red very good mean? Well, coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and red refers to the natural color of the copper when it's in excellent condition. A coin in red very good condition still retains a lot of its original luster, even though it may show signs of wear and age. This means it has a clear, legible design with minimal damage or corrosion. When it comes to a wheat penny from 1941 in red very good condition, the level of detail is incredibly important. You'll want to see crisp lines in Lincoln's hair on the wheat stalks and clear minting on both sides. If the penny is in red very good condition, these elements should still be visible despite any wear, and if that coin is free of major scratches, discoloration, or damage, its value rises significantly. So why is this coin worth so much today? Well, despite the 1941 penny being relatively common in lower grades, finding one in red very good condition without a mint mark is a bit rare. Most 1941 pennies show wear due to their age, but coins like this one, in better shape, are a lot more difficult to find. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for higher grade versions of these coins. When it comes to market value, a 1941 wheat penny in red very good condition can fetch anywhere from $100,000 on average, depending on demand and the specific characteristics of the coin. However, if the coin is in exceptionally good condition, it could see its value jump up even higher, potentially reaching prices closer to $300,000 or more, especially if it's sold to a dedicated collector who values its rarity. But remember, condition is everything. A 1941 wheat penny in a lower grade, like good or very good, is much less valuable, with prices typically hovering around a few cents to a couple of dollars. It's the higher grades, like red very good, that really hold their value and increase over time, especially when paired with the absence of a mint mark. If you happen to have one of these in your collection, make sure to take good care of it. Store it in a protective holder to prevent any further wear. The condition of the coin is crucial, and with the proper storage, it can retain its value for many years to come. The 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark in red very good condition is a rare coin today and holds significant value in the market. While it may not be as famous as some of the other wheat pennies, its combination of rarity, condition, and historical importance makes it a gem in the world of numismatics. Next up, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in red, very good condition. This little copper coin may look simple, but it holds surprising value in today's market. If you're a collector, this is one coin you'll want to keep an eye out for. So, let's get into why the 1945 wheat penny is such a hot commodity and what it could be worth today. The 1945 wheat penny is part of a series of pennies minted in the early 20th century that feature the iconic wheat ears on the reverse side. These pennies were struck by the US Mint from 1909 to 1958, and they quickly became a beloved piece of numismatic history. But what makes the 1945 wheat penny particularly intriguing? In 1945, the United States was just coming out of World War II, and the economy was in transition. The US Mint had already been working overtime to meet the demands of wartime production, and after the war, there was a renewed interest in coins that reflected the nation's resilience. The 1945 wheat penny stands out because it was struck during a time when American currency was changing, and many collectors believe that some of these coins were struck with particular care. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1945 wheat penny that we're talking about today is in red, very good condition. Now, you might be wondering, what does that mean? In the world of coin grading, a red coin means it still has its original vibrant copper color, which is rare because most coins age and develop a patina over time. A coin in very good condition means it's not perfect, but has minimal wear and tear. The details, such as the wheat stalks and Lincoln's profile, are still visible but show some signs of circulation. Coins in this condition are sought after by collectors who appreciate coins with their original luster. Now, why is this particular 1945 wheat penny so rare? There are a few factors at play here. First, many of the coins from this era were mass-produced, and the 1945 mintage was no different. However, over the years, most of these coins have been lost to time, damaged, or simply worn down beyond recognition. But even more rare are those pennies that have managed to survive in excellent condition, like our red very good example. The condition of a coin directly impacts its rarity, and since the 1945 penny is already over 75 years old, finding one that's in good shape is a rare occurrence. So, how much is a 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in red very good condition worth today? Well, the value of any coin is largely influenced by factors like condition, demand, and rarity. For a coin in red very good condition, you can expect to see prices anywhere from $500,000 on average, depending on the market and the specific auction or sale. However, there's always a chance to find collectors willing to pay more for coins that stand out from the crowd. Rare finds in higher grade conditions or with unique characteristics can fetch much more. Now, if you're wondering where to find or sell a 1945 wheat penny in red very good condition, there are a few places to look. First, check out your local coin shops or reputable online auction sites like eBay. Some specialized numismatic dealers also buy and sell rare coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark in red very good condition is a piece of American coinage that could hold a lot of potential value. If you find one of these pennies in your collection, take good care of it and consider having it graded for a professional opinion on its market worth. Next up, the 1944 wheat penny with a D mint mark, and we'll explore its rarity, market value, and why this coin can be worth big money today. So, make sure you stay tuned till the end because you won't want to miss out on these incredible details. The 1944 wheat penny is a part of the iconic wheat series, which was produced from 1909 to 1958. The series is known for its classic design by sculptor Victor David Brenner, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two stalks of wheat on the reverse. In 1944, the U.S. Mint struck over 1 billion pennies, making the 1944 wheat penny one of the most common coins from the series. But hold on. What makes the 1944 penny special isn't just its age, it's the condition and the mint mark. Now, let's talk about the D mint mark. The D represents the Denver Mint, which was one of the main locations for coin production during the 1940s. The 1944 D penny was minted in large numbers, around 430 million of them. But what makes this coin rare today is its condition. While many 1944 D pennies are found in circulated or damaged states, a 1944 wheat penny with a D mint mark in red very good condition, meaning it's still bright, clear, and well preserved, is incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. So, what does red very good condition mean for a coin like this? The term red refers to the color of the coin. Copper pennies, especially from the 1940s, can develop a brownish tone over time due to oxidation. However, when a penny is in red condition, it still retains that original, vibrant copper color, often with little to no discoloration. In very good condition, the coin has retained much of its detail, but there might be some minor wear or scratches. The features, like Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks, are still visible and distinct. Coins in such great shape from this era are increasingly hard to come by. Now, let's talk about the big question: why is this coin worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity, demand, and the collector's market. Despite being minted in large numbers, the 1944D penny in red very good condition is scarce today due to the passage of time and the fact that many of these coins were spent or poorly preserved. Only a small fraction of the 1944 pennies survived in high quality, mint condition. So, how much is a 1944 wheat penny with D mint mark worth right now? In red very good condition, you can expect the coin to be valued at $500,000 depending on the specific grade and the buyer's interest. If the coin has been professionally graded and is in pristine condition, the price could go even higher, reaching $560,000 or more. Some high-grade examples, particularly those with certification, can even command prices upwards of $900,000 so. While this coin might not be as expensive as rarer years or special error varieties, its value is certainly nothing to overlook. Alright, coin hunters, how can you tell if your 1944D penny is worth big money? First, make sure to check the condition. Is it well preserved with minimal wear? Does it have that rich red copper color? If so, you may have a coin that's worth more than just 1 cent. Look closely at the obverse. Abraham Lincoln's features should be sharp and the word liberty should be clearly legible. On the reverse, the wheat stalks should still have defined lines and a crisp appearance. And of course, don't forget to check that D mint mark below the date. So, there you have it, a deep dive into the 1944 wheat penny with D mint mark in red very good condition. While it may not be as rare as some of the other coins from the 1940s, its excellent preservation and strong collector interest make it a valuable coin in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newbie to coin hunting, a coin like this is one that should definitely catch your eye. Keep an eye out for it in your collection, or when you're browsing through coin shops or auctions, you might just come across a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive into the world of rare coins. Until next time, happy collecting.